Good evening, Mayor Newts, other honorable council members. My name is Brandy Isola. I'm the interim public health branch director for the Shasta County Health and Human Services Agency. One of our program managers was here at your meeting where you had the first reading of this ordinance in support because I couldn't be here because I was speaking to the city council in Reading on the same evening on the same issue. So we kind of spread out that evening talking to you all. I would just like to reiterate our organization's support of the ordinance here in Anderson and commend you all for taking the first step in Shasta County and really in the far north state. This is an epidemic among our youth, and while our tobacco prevention program and our tobacco education coalition has been working hard to figure out a way to keep kids from picking up vape products and e-cigarettes, there is nothing more effective than policy. This is a youth issue. In the U.S., youth are more likely to use e-cigarettes than adults. Surveys show that approximately 20% of high school students have used an e-cigarette within the last 30 days. National data shows that that statistic was up 78% from the previous year when only 11.7% of high school students reported using e-cigarettes. What will the prevalence be next year? Less than 5% of adults use e-cigarettes. A national survey showed that 2.7% of adults used e-cigarettes. And of those 2.7%, more than half of them still used combustible cigarettes. It has not been proven by the FDA to be an effective quit smoking method. There are studies going on, and maybe that will be the case someday, but it is not the case. And we would prefer not to field test the safety of e-cigarettes on our youth. As leaders in our community, it is our responsibility to help kids get to adulthood with as little baggage and as much resilience as we possibly can. We need to help hard-working parents and school staff limit youth access to flavored tobacco products. Thank you for your leadership on this issue.
Brandy, may I please ask a question before you leave the stand? What are they doing in Reading?
Well, they didn't, when I presented this issue to them on November 5th, it wasn't a voting item, it was just a presentation. Okay. And what we're asking for them to do is to wait for the county to act so that we can have a county-wide ordinance. And they seemed to be in agreement with that.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.